and welcome back to my channel. My name is Magdala, and in today's video I'm gonna show you how to do a everyday makeup look. Now this can be used by beginners, intermediate, or somebody who just want a quick makeup look. I'm gonna be honest, I'm still in my learning phase of makeup, but this has proven to work for me every single time. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I just took a shower and washed my face. I have no product in my face as of right now, so we're working on a clean canvas. To get started, I want to say this: your prep work is very, very, very important. So if I go ahead right now and start slapping makeup on my face, it will reflect on my end result. So take the time to do a light skin prep, but at least make sure your face is moisturized. I usually use the CeraVe moisturizer. I'm out, and when I went to Target, I saw they were giving those out. It's the Lumen Face Moisturizer. It's for oily and normal skin. Now, I've been using this for the past week, and so far it hasn't done anything to my face. I still have like, I think 3 or 4 of these little patches left. Why not use it until I can get to the store and buy the one that I usually use? So first thing first, I moisturize my face, right? I'm just gonna, I don't mind this. I feel like it has a little smell to it that it can get like a little annoying, but it's nothing that is too strong or anything. Next, I am going to go with a little serum. I don't use a lot, I just use a little bit on my face. That's it. And I'm just gonna work that in. And honestly, I also just started using this product. Everybody that I know who uses it always say great stuff about it. So again, it hasn't done anything to my face yet. I think when it comes to your face, or really your skin in general, it's a lot of trial and error kind of stuff, because like I'm gonna keep using that until I realize like there's some sort of reaction, my face don't like it, I don't like the way it makes my face feel, etc. Next, I usually go with some sunscreen. I'm using the CeraVe one. It's CeraVe AM. I live in Arizona, so like if any of you guys have ever been or live in Arizona, you know that sun be coming for you at like full force. But even if you don't live in Arizona, it's still important to put sunscreen on your face. I do work at night, however I leave my house at like 4 or 5 when the sun is still at its peak, so I still put a little sunscreen on. With sunscreen, I feel like it's so important to make sure like it's in your face really, really nicely, because some sunscreen leave like white residue, and I'm really, really glad that the one that I use, I'm gonna show you guys again, it's this little one. It's the CeraVe one. It's super good. It never leaves residue in my face, which I love. Next, I'm gonna go in with primer. So I usually go in with the e.l.f., if you can see that correctly, the e.l.f. primer. As you can see, it's literally almost done, but guess what, I use this more like a moisturizer because it's almost done. And all these products that I'm talking about, they do not cost like a whole lot of money. Some a little more than other. Let me know if you want me to do a video about not really expensive product, or more like getting your makeup on a budget, because I feel like makeup is very expensive, but it really doesn't have to be for a beginner or for anybody who really wants to get some good quality makeup at a low cost. So after I'm done with this primer, I like to go with another primer, and the one I have been using lately is the Maybelline one. It's like this, I think it's like, I want to say $5-6 on CVS, Walmart. I love, when I say love, I love this primer because I feel like it leaves my skin feeling so good. And sometimes when even when I'm not wearing makeup, I get to this point right there. With this primer, I just put it on and I just like how it feels on my skin. When I'm done with all that, it's important to moisturize those lips. And even though my lips is not dry, I just put a little bit of lip gloss. And there you guys go. Like, my skin, I feel like my skin is fully prepped, and it took me like what, 5 minutes to really get it in there. And honestly, as you get more accustomed to it, it will take you like 1 to 2 minutes to get your skin feeling really, really good. The next thing I like to do is my eyebrow. To get my eyebrows done, I use the e.l.f. Brow Lift Gel. This, I think it's $5. The only problem I have with it so far is that I accidentally left it uncovered one day, and now even if I cover it, I feel like it just keeps on getting white. But it still works for me. So I just take a eyebrow brush and I'm gonna put some on my eyebrow, just like you were doing your edges or just putting gel in your hair. No particular order. I'm just gonna get real close so you guys can see what I'm doing. I just put, not a lot, just like, again, I have bushy eyebrow, so I just put enough that I feel like will do the job that I need it to do. Now once I'm done, I take the end brush like this, and then I'm just gonna do my eyebrow up. And I'm just gonna go up with it and basically shape my eyebrows. If you have a way that works for you, go ahead. And guys, honestly, before I had this little brow lift thing, I used to use a normal regular gel to do this, and it worked just fine. It's just that sometimes it felt weird and the gel would not hold as much as this do. So I feel like this is like better, and it's not as expensive. It's like $5 to $6. So this is all I do for my eyebrows. And next thing I'm gonna do is color correct. This step is a step that you can choose to skip, but as you can see, I have a dark circle and they're like deep, okay? And once I found color correcting, I never look back and I never stop doing it. Okay, how I color correct. So I usually just take this. And this one is LA Girl Pro Concealer. Now for color correcting, the darker your skin is, the more orange the color correcting. So if you're lighter than me, you might want to try something a little less orange. If you're darker than me, this get more orangey. Is that a word? Orangey. You know what I mean. So this is the one that I use. And honestly, I've had that thing for like about a year now, and it's still going. And I think I bought it for like $2 or $3. I don't think it gets to $5, but I might be wrong because it's been a while. So I just put some under my eyes and like 4 little dots right here. And for this, I use a brush, like an eyeshadow brush. And you can choose to use whatever works for you. And I'm just gonna push it into my skin and kind of bring it back. So I make sure under my eyes, which is like the most darkest thing for some reason, I just push it in. And then the residue that I have left, if I have like a little spot, dark spot in my skin that I kind of want to cover, this is where I would go ahead and cover it. Now, with the same brush that I just used, I'm gonna go for a little loose powder. This is the Wet n Wild powder. I've had this for years. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of powder and kind of set it because I don't want that to be moving anywhere. So guys, remember, I'm just taking the loose powder and I'm gonna apply it to where I put all those, I put my color corrector. That's it. Now the next step of this is foundation. I have been experimenting with a lot of foundation lately, but I decided for this video I would go to a foundation that always works for me. And ladies and gentlemen, this foundation is the Maybelline foundation. Now there is two Maybelline products that I would probably always go back to, and it's their foundation and their primer that I used earlier, because they just always work and they're not expensive. I think they're $6 to $8. The ones I'm using, it's the Dewy Smooth Normal to Dry foundation and the shade 330. I'm just gonna take this brush right here, it's like kind of flat up top, and I'm gonna put a little foundation on it. Boom. And I'm gonna put it on my skin. I don't like using a lot of foundation, especially when it's for like a look that I'm like every day I'm going to work or stuff like that. That's enough, and that's why my foundation kind of lasts me long, because I honestly don't do like full face makeup a lot. So as you can see, I am dragging until I reach like under my eyes where I kind of pack. I just make sure all my face have foundation. And guys, remember, your neck is part of that face. You don't want your foundation to be, your face to be a color and your foundation to be another color. Okay, so when I feel like my face is fully covered, that's when I'm gonna go with the brush where I pack foundation on. So for this, I usually use some brush like this where I just go and make sure my foundation is fully blended. Also, I like using like a cleaner brush to do this, just because if I have like a lot of foundation on, it doesn't look cakey. This is the way I live. Boom, boom, boom. Now this is my face. As you can see, it's blended. So after we have our foundation down pat, I like to go and tackle the eye. So I don't do a lot with my eyes, especially when it's for like a quick look, but something that I always like to do is go with a eyeliner. This is the Auto eyeliner by LA Color. They don't cost much, about like $1, $2 in the store. So what I like to do is just take an eyeliner and go as close to my lash line as I possibly can, okay? So boom. Oh, okay. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to do it on camera, but it looks like we're doing okay. So as you can see, I took it as close to my lash line and I put like a small little wing outside. I'm gonna do the same thing, close my eyes, hold it to my lash line. And boom. And then when I'm done, I like to go with a little bit of eyeshadow. So to start, the eyeshadow I'm using, it's the Sweet Talk by ColourPop. It says ColourPop, you're pretty on the inside. It's very, very pretty. My friend Gigi gave it to me for my birthday last year, and I've been using it ever since. I really like it. So if you ever watch this, thanks Gigi for the gift. I'm gonna go with a brown color. This brown right here. It's kind of very, very light, a little lighter than my shade actually, but that's fine. So I'm just gonna take and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna tap it, okay? And I'm just gonna go all over my eyelid with this. Gonna do the same thing. Tap, tap, tap. And put it over my eyelid, guys. Literally all over my eyelid. Until I'm kind of like satisfied with it. Boom. Okay. Once that's done, I'm gonna take a smaller brush. Okay, like this is perfect, okay? And I'm gonna take a darker brown, which is right here, and I'm gonna tap it in there, but I'm gonna keep it right there in my eyes. It's not gonna go all over like last one, right about there. So I'm just gonna pack it right there. Oh. Right under my lid, like so. And I'm gonna drag it, but I'm gonna keep it in the crease right here. I'm gonna put a little bit more. Guys, if you have a way that works for you, that's fine, but I feel like this is what works for me, and I hope if it works for you too, just like that. See, now I'm gonna go with concealer, and the concealer that I use, let's see, it's the CoverGirl concealer. So I'm just gonna put a little bit one right here, and I'm just gonna drag a little thing right there, right under that little line that we made. Same for this, and we drag a little line. Now some people like to color like right here. I just feel like a tiny little bit. Other people like to put a little right here, just like the residue of, I don't really care for it, but for if you like to, you can still do it. So to blend out my concealer, I use another flat brush, just very similar to the one that we did for our foundation, but this one is a little bit smaller. I use the flat one and I just push the product in, and I'm going up with it like so. I do the same. push it in like so, and then right there. I'm not moving, I'm trying not to move the product so much, right? And then once I'm done, or I feel like I've done enough, I'm gonna put some loose powder, and I'm using this again. I'm using one of these little puffs. I'm gonna tap, and I'm gonna take away the residue. I got a bunch of these on Shein for like $1, okay? So I feel like I put too much right here. So I'm just gonna tap, put in there, and follow where I put, and the residue is gonna put it where I put my concealers, like so. And next I am gonna do blush. So a lot of people like blush, some people don't like blush. It's a lot out there, but for me, I feel like blush just makes sure I look alive. And a lot of the time I just look like I haven't slept in 55 days. So blush definitely helped me. But for my blush, I actually use an eyeshadow palette. So I bought a bunch of these, I want to say 2.5 years ago, from ColourPop. They had like a whole color, the whole rainbow color. And I one day didn't have blush, and I was just playing along, and I was just like, oh, these look like blush. And I use it, and boom, it's been with me forever, and I always use this. I have regular blush now, but I always go back to this. So I use the light one for every day. If I'm going for a little, like, you know, I can sometimes use this one right there, but very rarely. So for blush, I like to use this brush right here. So I'm just gonna tap it, and this one, and then I'm gonna smile like really big so these could really pop, okay, like so. And then once I do that, I'm gonna add it to here, like I'm gonna push it to here and then drag, okay? So I'm just gonna put it right here and then drag a little bit upward, like so. See, like so. Now if you somebody who like don't really like blush, this is, I feel like this is perfect, this is enough. But I'm just gonna put a little bit more so it could be a little rosier. Okay. Now for an extra small tiny step, and the same blush palette that I use, well, the eyeshadow palette that I use for blush, I have this gold right there. And what I like to do is take a very small brush like this. If you have smaller, that's even better. And I'm gonna do the tip in it right like so, and I'm gonna go in the corner of my eyes and just put a little bit, and then I'm just gonna leave it right there, but still try to blend it. So just tap the tip in your eyeshadow, put it right here, but blend it with, so when I put it in my eyes, I put it with the tip. So I put it in the corner with the tip, and then I took the side and I kind of blended upward like so. Boom. I feel like it just adds a little bit more. So as of right now, I am done. The last step is to use a setting spray. I've been using the e.l.f. setting spray. unfortunately I'm like out, so I don't have a good spray right now, but spray setting spray is really good. Make sure your makeup lasts all day. All right, so for the lips, some people like gloss, some people like lipstick and stuff. I feel like either one is good with this look, but for this specific video I'm just gonna do a little crayon outer lip stain and then put some gloss into it. So let's go. To do this, I'm just gonna use a crayon and I'm gonna start right here and just kind of outline my lips. If you like it to be more matte, or you can still go ahead and put some, but I feel like that's enough because I'm going to work and I don't know, I feel like that's really good. So this is the CoverGirl Yummy lip gloss, and it's like a little brown. Just gonna add a little bit into the middle of my lips, like so. Now this is a good time, if you really wanted to, you could go ahead and add like a little like cream color in between your lips. If you would like me to do a video about how to do it, like for example, I could add this in the middle, but I feel like this is perfect. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I had a lot of fun making this video for you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you and see you next time. Mwah.